Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, today is Thursday, March the 19th. I hope you guys are doing well so far. Right now the time is 9:33 a.m. So let's jump into it, okay? It is Baby Friday, all right? So I am using the Prism Oracle messages for you guys, so let's see what you need to know for today, all right? So Universe and Divine, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? What clarity and understanding can you give the collective at this time? What do they need to know? And please allow them to take away some type of understanding and wisdom, even if the message doesn't resonate with them. Confirmation with the horn. So thank you, Universe. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what you guys need to know. All right, so... Ooh, anxiety is significant. Okay, this was coming out a lot lately. Now, I don't know if someone is dealing with anxiety or, you guys could have suffered from anxiety or you guys could have either dealt with it and maybe you guys are moving, past that stage of your life or past that part of your life, right? But when it comes to this energy, anxiety, there's something about either... Some of you guys could have dealt with it, you went through it, or you know someone who's dealing with it. And there could be certain situations that you've dealt with where even if it was you, like say you're aware and you don't want to be in that position or, in that situation, right? There's something about your energy where you could have been very anxious. And if this is not your energy, there could have been a thing where people would try to make you anxious, right? Like people would try to make you feel anxious or they would project their anxiety onto you. And maybe you're not someone who's an anxious person. Like maybe you're somebody who you're very happy, you're very go-lucky, you're very outgoing. But as of recently, maybe there's something about the energy of anxiety that keeps coming up or feeling anxious. Okay, like maybe there's something about your nerves, okay, like, and your nervous system feels shot and it's like you can't, and I mean, this is TMI, right? So if you want to skip this part, you can, but I feel like we're all grown. We're all adults, whether in your 20s or not, we're all adults. We all have body fluids, right? So there's something about maybe the food that you eat, right? And you being in a specific environment on top of that is making you very uncomfortable or making you very uneasy. Or there's something about you being in an environment or an energy where it's making you uncomfortable and uneasy as well. Okay, so this could be one or the other. It could be either there's a group of you that went through this and you guys are releasing that energy and moving forward, which is good. Okay, it's not easy, right? Every day has its battles, but if you're able to kind of grow and get past that a little bit, it's not something you get over right away, but if you're able to move forward instead of backwards, I think that's a plus, all right? I think that's a step. I think that's a step moving forward, right? Like, why not? It's better than you taking 5 steps forward and then 5 steps back. This time it's almost like you're taking those 5 steps forward and you're sticking to it. You're trying to maintain that, okay? And that's okay. Maybe you may have days where you slip. Okay, but that's okay. That's the whole part of the journey. And for some of you guys, like I said, there's another group of people where you could have been dealing with other people's energies when it comes to projection. So when it comes to anxiety, you may be somebody who's not anxious, but you can pick up on someone else's anxiety, right? And there's something about you protecting your energy or, protecting yourself when it comes to boundaries as well. So take what resonates with that. Yeah, intuition. So you're listening to your intuition, okay, when it comes to peace, right? It's like you, like I said, whether this is past energy or not, you do not want to be in this position. Like you're following your intuition and you're just picking peace. You don't have time to go back and forth with people. And when I say you don't have time to go back and forth with people, I mean that you guys do not have the energy, okay? The energy the time, okay, the frequency, especially if your frequency is like up there and you're like, I'm not doing this. That is very low vibrational. That is significant too. It's almost like people want you to be in this confrontational energy. And I don't know why. I don't like that for you guys. I think that's kind of weird. But even so, you guys are still moving in towards peace. So even if people try to do that to you, which is yuck, okay, you're still following your intuition and moving towards peace and harmony within yourself. Whether people around you like it or not, you're choosing yourself. Okay, so take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation too. Doves could be very significant too when it comes to like birds. Okay, but you guys are releasing, you know, anything that made you feel this way, or people who try to make you feel like this, which I always say in my videos, I think that's so weird. Like, treat people the way you want to be treated, and unless somebody treats you differently, then sure, remove yourself from that energy, because it's almost like, well, shoot, if I'm treating you like a pot of gold, why are you treating me like a pot of mud? Okay, guys, so take what resonates with that. Yeah, sweetness. It's like you would rather choose love when it comes to yourself than to be like this, right? So take what resonates with that. But definitely you guys are protecting your energy. Maybe you guys are sweet, right? I just saw comfort too. Maybe you guys are sweet. Maybe you guys are really nice people, right? And there's something about you releasing this energy and moving into peace, okay? Stepping into your own sweetness, okay? Candy could be very significant too, like lollipops and things like that. Maybe you guys have a sweet tooth as well. That could be significant too. But whatever this energy is, this could be your vibe, okay? Heart chakra energy with the color pink. Pink is unconditional love. So when it comes to matters of the heart, yeah, you may be guarded, you may be protective, but at the same time, you're only guarded and protective towards the people that did you wrong. And these are the same people who are acting delusional, right? And pretending like they don't even know what they did to you. Like, for example, you ever tell like your parents jokingly, for some of you, that, you know, especially if you live or grew up in the 80s or 90s, you know what it was like to get a whooping, okay? You know, you knew when it was that time to get your behind whooped, okay? Because you were doing the most, okay? So say you do something and, you know, say you used to get beats for that, you would get disciplined for that, even if it was like writing lines or, you know, military style, or you know, like Bart Simpson when he's writing the lines over and over again, like, I did not do that and whatever, right? That is significant. That's part of discipline. Being put into your room, facing the corner, okay? Don't turn around until I tell you. You know, when you jokingly remind your parents about these things, you know, sometimes they act delusional and they're like, I never did that. And you're like, what timeline was I in? Like, weren't you not whipping my behind? Like, what's going on? Right? So some of you guys too, when it comes to like memories, your energy, you being sweet, right? There's things like that where you remind people that, yeah, I might be sweet, but it ain't sweet round here, okay? Not everything is all, you know, rainbows and lollipops. Like, you may be someone who's into spirituality, or you may be into, you know, learning more about yourself. And it's almost like people think because you're kind, right? Or you have this sweetness about you that, you know, you won't put them in their place. And I think that's also divine protection for some of you. Some of you have either a baby face, or, and it doesn't matter how old you are, but maybe some of you have a baby face, or some of you may look young or may come across very young, younger than you are or your age. And some of you may be young too, okay? And people feel like it's okay to come to you and like try to play in your face. And the moment you open your mouth, it's almost like, oh my gosh, how dare you? And it's just like, what? That's actually part of your gift. It's like you wheel in people who think that they can one-up you, right? But they don't realize who you are. That is very significant for some of you. Some of you guys are going with the flow, like I said, when it comes to your sweetness, right? You guys are following the flow of the divine or the universe. Okay, so take what resonates with that too. Water could be very significant too, like I said in one of my other videos, like being near water, being close to water, but water. But then again, for some of you, like I said, you guys could be going with the flow. So when it comes to unconditional love, You are very discerning. You're not going to give your love or flow with people who have done you wrong. Like I said, that made you feel like this. Okay, yeah, surrender. You guys are going with the flow. Okay, surrendering to the universe, to the divine. Ooh. Yeah, so when it comes to anxiety, okay, and anger and intuition, like I said, people could be upset because you are growing. Like, again, you would rather listen to your intuition and choose peace. You are growing at this time and it's making people angry. I hate that. I hate when I see that energy because it's just like, yuck. Okay, this is for some of you that resonate with that part of the message, right? But even when it comes to like people who have anger issues or like people who just snap for no reason, it's like you guys are releasing that too. Whether this was you or people around you, there's something about releasing that, growing, choosing peace. Okay, it's almost like I ain't got time to be evil eyeing anybody. I don't have time to be angry at anyone. I don't have time for that because that just causes more anxiety. That just causes more problems. I don't have time for that, right? Some of you guys could think like this no matter how old you are. And that could be what makes people so triggered and annoyed because instead of being anxious and angry all the time, you would rather choose your intuition, growth, and peace because you know your energy is going to attract anything like bees and honey, right? It's almost like, why would I want to stay low vibrational if I know that I'm always this? And I did mention this in my other video where people could be upset because despite what you've gone through, people are upset because you're still happy. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, people are so weird, you guys. And I know you know what I mean by that. Like, people are just weird. All right, guys, like, just ignore that, okay? Ignore those people. But that is weird. Like, you know, you're happy. You went through a lot of trauma. You went through a lot of obstacles. You went through a lot of, you know, things that nobody should go through, first of all. And nobody would be able to handle. The same ones who judged you when you dealt with it the way that you best knew how, with the resources that you got, okay, that you have. So again, when it comes to this energy and growth, it's like you will always choose growth no matter what. Yep, you would always choose growth. You will always choose your magic at the end of the day, whether people like it or not. Okay, you maybe trigger other people to grow. Okay, transformations is significant too. So yeah, you tapping into your magic is allowing you to go through transformations. This is giving 8th house energy when it comes to, you know, certain secrets being revealed. Okay, certain debts, whether this is karmically being paid off, okay, going into rebirth, inheritance, okay, could be very significant. So this could be about money for some of you, even when it comes to like corporate money as well. Take what resonates with that, okay? But again, joint finances, intimacy, things like that. There's a lot of things that you guys are releasing and transforming into a brand new when it comes to your magic. And that's what pisses people off or gets them, you know, riled up or whatever the case is. It's like whatever energy they were trying to put towards you, which was anger and anxiety, you followed your intuition, chose peace and growth, and they're mad about that because it's almost like whatever I throw at you, you know, it sticks onto you, but it's not the case. It's like whatever they threw onto you, they try to make it stick. Okay, and it didn't stick. If anything, it bounced and ricocheted right back to them. A lot of people don't know how energy works, you know, right? A lot of people think that they can do something to you energetically without it coming back to them. Or people think that they can do things to you physically, and you may be somebody who doesn't like to, you know, argue or be confrontational or be argumentative with anybody, but there's something about you switching that energy and saying, you know what? Forget it. You guys want me to go back and forth with you? I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'll say my piece. I'll say what I need to say, but I'm not going to repeat myself, and I'm moving forward. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Okay? You know the saying, if you like it, I love it. Okay? Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay? Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, you guys are choosing peace. You guys are moving forward. You guys are going through your transformations. You don't have time. Okay, you don't have time for this, right? And that's very significant for some of you guys too. Yeah, it's like you guys are having faith in your energy. You are someone that brings a lot of comfort, okay, when it comes to your energy. So again, even if you were dealing, like I said, with this weird energy where people are trying to control or think that they have authority and this hoogie boogie, ooh, be scared of me energy, like literally that's what people wanted you to feel like. Like, people wanted you to fear them. I don't know why people in authoritative, situations feel like that's the best move. It's like, fear me to respect me. And it's like, no, that's not how you gain respect. Respect is earned, it's not given. Okay? You want people to respect you, you treat people the way you want to be treated. So if you want to treat people like caca, then guess what? You're going to be treated like caca too. Okay? And a lot of people don't realize that you treating people the way that you treat them, even if it doesn't come back to you right away, it comes back eventually. You might even forget. Okay, something could have happened to you and you could have forgotten. Like somebody could have done you dirty and you forgot. You let it go. You're like, whatever, I'm done. And years later, you may hear through a friend or a family member or somebody who knows you and that person, like a mutual friend, they may tell you something happened. And even then, you're still not going to be gloating because that's not who you are. Even then, you're still going to have comfort and say, wow, that sucks, or wow, that's crazy, right? But you're not going to judge. Even though if it were you, they would be so happy and gleeful and joyful to see you at your lowest, even though you were at your lowest. And while you were at your lowest, you were still helping people, okay? So yeah, disruption. It's like people try to disrupt your comfort, your peace, okay, your growth, your magic, and you are moving forward. Like, you're no longer dealing with this. Whatever disruptions there were, you're not dealing with this no more. Okay? Anybody who tried to bring this energy to you, you're not allowing this. You guys are moving forward. Even when it comes to disruptions, you guys are moving away from disruptive people, okay? I don't know why I felt like saying destructive people too. Like people who are very yeah. You guys are moving forward. Illumination is significant. Like I said, when it comes to disruptions, you move past all the adversities that were supposed to stop you, things that were supposed to stop you, things that were supposed to let you feel, like you were alone, like you were not worthy, things like that. That is what you guys are moving away from. And I'm proud of you guys. I mean, I know you don't know me and I know I don't know you, but when it comes to energy and growth, mental health is a real thing. I don't play about mental health. I don't like people who see someone is going through something when it comes to mental health and they still try to kick somebody when they're down. I don't like that. So even when it comes to like you playing the game, it's like you guys could have been in situations where people may have tried to make you look like you're the bully, but you're not the bully. You were dealing with the bullies, okay? You were handling the bullies and putting them on a platter, and maybe the bullies didn't like that, and now it's like because they didn't like that, they come for you now, right? So you are ignoring the disruptions, you're ignoring the anxiety, the anger, you're ignoring all of that. If people want to stay mad, let them stay mad. You are literally shifting into a different energetic time frame and frequency. Like, you're not thinking about what happened. Other people could be thinking about you, and that is why also you guys are picking up on that energy. Always remember to take your power back, claim your power, say it every day if you need to, whatever the case is. If you feel like the energy is off, say it out loud, okay? That's my little token to you, okay? And I know other people may say this a lot, but I'm going to say it again as, confirmation. Trusting your comfort when it comes to disruptions is very significant, right? So you comforting yourself and trusting at this time could be very, yeah. What did I say? Something about sadness. People in your energy, because you are not falling for the disruptions, okay, someone could be sad. You could be very cautious about this when it comes to you shining your energy and light. So illumination could be very significant. Even when it comes to being cautious at this time and trusting, again, like I said, your boundaries could be up, right? But there could be something about someone feeling sad because of your space. Okay, isolation could be very significant too when it comes to you, yeah. isolating your energy, having more confidence when it comes to, you know, you being cautious about people's energies and what they project onto you is very significant. So again, for some of you guys, this could be confirmation. Like, you guys could have been dealing with certain people, places, and things that try to project a lot of their energies onto you, but you're balanced at the end of the day. Okay, so ideation and happiness is very significant. Okay, some of you guys could have rejected somebody. This could be a person, a place, a thing, whatever this is. But whatever you rejected, okay, you guys are stepping into creativity, right? So take what resonates with that. Even when it comes to seeing what's in the shadows, you guys are moving forward, right? So again, everything in the dark comes to light. All right, guys. But I am going to end it here. Please take what resonates with you. Again, follow me on TikTok and YouTube. Okay, my website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. And you guys can also follow me on KO-FI, which is coffee. But you guys can follow me there. Mysteriously Unique is one word for that website. And yeah, you guys can check out those, you know, my blog. Check out if you guys want to book a reading. I did mention something about packages too. If you guys want to do a package and you're not sure what you guys want to book, that's what the consultation is for, so that you can sit down and kind of talk about what you want to book and how that may resonate with you, and then sit on it. Okay, think about it for a little bit, and then if you do feel like you want to book, then, you know, you have that freedom to do that. It's not like I'm like giving you messages and then it's like, book now. You know, I'm not gonna I don't have time for that, you guys. I'm sorry. Like, I like to keep it real with you. I don't like to force people to do things they don't want to do. And that's maybe why I suck at sales. Okay. Because even though this is my business, yes, I want people to book. I want people to feel comfortable, but I don't want to force people either. So I allow the divine that whoever is guided to come to me, they'll come to me. And whoever feels comfortable to do so, they'll do so. But at the same time, I do understand that everyone's going through something at this time too, energetically. So yeah, like, I'm not cuckoo. Okay, like, I'm not gonna force you guys and be like, oh gosh darn it, how dare the collective. Like, no, like, you know that meme with that green blob or whatever, and he's just like like I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so again, I do this because I love doing this, whether I get bookings or not. I love doing this. And like I said, it is what it is. The job market is crappy, but like I said, if I gotta look for a job, I gotta look for a job. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Which I am doing right now, but the job market is so trash. It sucks, right? But yeah, like I said, like, I do what I love to do. I have passion in that, but at the same time, I'm not delusional. Like, I'm very practical too. So again, when I say to you guys, you know, do what you love to do, but make sure you have a plan. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right? And that's another thing too. People who do work like customer service, a lot of people think because you look a certain way, before I end the reading too, this could be significant too. People think that because you look a certain way, they think that you care where you work. And a lot of people don't realize that you started from the bottom. Like, you were in customer service roles, like face to face. And a lot of people don't realize that customer service face to face, like, corporate is pretty bad, but customer service face to face is just as bad. Like, at least corporate, depending on where you work, you're lucky if you have a team that supports you, and it sucks if you don't have a team that supports you. But at least face to face retail, sometimes the managers are okay. Like, sometimes they're, you know, willing to defend their team, right? It's a little bit different environment because people are like in your face. Okay, so yeah. But anyway, take what resonates with that. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. And thank you guys for the love and the support. And yeah, have a wonderful Thursday. All right, guys. I love you guys. And I wish you all the best. All right. Bye.